Hello and welcome to HR Hero on Call. My name is Deketseng Ramayema. I am usually a guest on this podcast, but today I'm sitting on the other side. And on the other side is our very own Miss Joyce Ledwaba. How are you doing, Miss Ledwaba?
I'm great. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you. It's so nice to be sitting here asking you questions for a change.
Oh my gosh. I hope you don't ask difficult questions because I'm terrified sitting on the other side.
Well, at least now you know how it feels to be on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so we are here to do a bit of a review
Yes.
of the past season that you have done, which was season 2.
Yes.
And can you tell us what are the moments that have stood out for you in the past
Season.
Yeah.
Yo. Season 2, if you remember, it was a pickup season from season 1 where we started completely from scratch, no training, nothing. We're just testing, you know. So season 2, it was a pickup. It was a season of progress and growth. And I think key moments were we spoke on your episode specifically about the financial impact of marriage.
Definitely, I remember that.
Yeah, and post that episode, the Constitutional Court then announced that anybody who has been married through lobola negotiations is confirmed to be married in community of property. And those were some of the things that we're discussing on that episode.
And they were so relevant at that time, right on time.
Right on time.
Right on time.
Because I remember we were talking about the financial implications, different types of marriages and stuff. And that stood out for me. If I were to remember also, because I've had conversations with great women and great men on this platform. And I would remember the conversations that I had with Kule as well when we were reviewing the season 1, in terms of what is it that we did at that time, what are we looking forward to, and some of the learnings that we've learned, and sharing those insights and experiences were very key. And I had an episode with Madam Speaker. Can you believe it?
Wow.
The whole Madam Speaker.
How are you feeling just sitting next to Madam Speaker? Because she's, she is one of the most influential figures on social media. So obviously you must have, been. How were you feeling in that moment, just sitting next to Madam Speaker?
Yeah. So it was great. She's my sister. We go to church together. So it was great because I've always known her stance when it comes to marriages and stuff. So to also get to understand her as a human being, very humble human being, very driven. She's an electrical engineer by profession. She doesn't really talk much about it, but she does a lot of work. She says she's an activist. She does a lot of work, advising women to love themselves better, which is something that you and I can relate to. So that was very profound moments there, decoding marriage, what it means to love yourself, and also briefly speaking about her book, I Want to Live, and the reasons why she wrote. And so it was very powerful. It was a powerful session. Yeah.
It seems like in the last season, you spoke to a lot of guests who touched a lot on issues of marriage.
Yes.
It wasn't even intentional, but I mean, it just so happened that marriage is such a topic now,
Yes. So she speaks about marriage. You spoke about different kinds of contract marriages. And then there was a fiery lady recently. The episode just went out.
I remember that. Yes, I remember that episode.
Yeah, she's also an author 3 times.
Oh, nice.
She speaks about Yet You Married Him. So different characteristics of a man. Very lovely ladies. So as I'm having these conversations with these women, I'm growing because what my perspective on marriage and careers and is no longer at the point where it was before. I've always been driven, yes, that's the take, but hearing other people and their experiences really fuels me, and there is one or two things that I've taken from there. And the other one that I've had a conversation with was Tepo Matsiba, who was like our former boss and stuff.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, now
Yes.
he's a brand ambassador, I would say. Yeah, so he all about what is it? What do they call it? Reputation. So he runs a company called
Oh.
Reputation First.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's about reputation more than brand and advisory. So that
Yeah,
was
that is
also
very important as well. An important topic that we hardly speak about,
that we
right?
hardly speak about.
Because people really come and do business with you based on your reputation more than anything.
You know?
They have to trust you.
Yeah.
And for you to have that reputation, you must have built some trust with these people.
You know?
For them to trust you.
And also to have somebody that can package you and, you know, you build a certain reputation, a certain brand, whether it's your personal branding or it's your professional branding. So I really had wonderful people on the podcast, and I spoke to Mabusi as well. So we're speaking matters of faith, how you should be chosen. That's another topic that was related to that. Yeah, who else did I speak to?
You spoke to a lot of people, and I mean, all of your guests always have something positive to add, and it seems like in their very own lives, they are impacting other women, especially.
Yes.
I hope that in the next season, we'll see more men coming forth to speak about issues of marriage and so forth. Hopefully.
Men are definitely coming. Men are definitely coming. So as much as we're having those discussions, we're not deviating from the fact that we are key on careers, we are key on personal development and growth and leadership specifically. So how we always choose the people that we want to have conversations with, it's really a case of connections. We don't want to have conversations with people that you cannot connect with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for us, we're intentional about the people that we want to conversate with here on the platform, because the platform is meant to build, edify, grow, and inspire, as well as encourage others. Yes.
That's wonderful. Wow. And so do you feel like season 2 was what came at the relevant time? It was relevant to what was going on around?
Absolutely. So season 2, it was a growth, a pickup, growth, progress, and we've seen that as well. So personally, from my learnings, and I think from the feedback that we get on the platforms, so people enjoyed those conversations.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank
I'm
you.
really proud of the woman that you are now, that you are becoming. You know, like as you said, you know, with these conversations, you grow in confidence.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
you learn a lot from your guests in terms of leadership, and you know. So, what is the angle that you are hoping to see this podcast take in the next season?
Yeah. So, you know, there's something very powerful about the direction that we're taking. So, I've explained in my previous review that HR Hero is a movement, actually. It's a movement. So, the podcast is just a tool to be able to conversate, to be able to say which direction we're taking. So, there is HR Hero Foundation, which is the core of what we are about, to make impact and difference in high schools, in the lives of others. And that's the bigger purpose. And where we're getting to in the next season going forward, we're tapping into purpose. I'm very passionate and key about purpose. We're tapping into purpose, acceleration, which is the growth. How do you progress? And leadership, because exactly that, it is key. If you can be influential in ways and make difference in ways that others maybe don't, then so then we're interested in having this conversation with you. So that's the direction that we're taking in a short term.
In a short term?
Yes.
Okay, now what are some of the work you've done with the foundation so far?
So with HR Hero Foundation, we've done career coaching, career guidance to high schools, where we provided them with career coaching and guidance. And we did book handover, because we believe in literacy. Literacy is key.
Very important.
Yeah, so reading books, we did hand over. So those are some of the works that we have done in different schools. So there is more that we have planned to do, and there is more that is going to happen, God willingly.
Of course.
And we need people like you to partner with us to be able to make it happen.
Absolutely. We need each other in this journey, because you can't do it all alone. You can't do it all alone. You will fail
terribly. Yes, you can go a step or two, but together we can go further.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. No, that all sounds very, very good, very empowering. I'm really looking forward to see what the foundation will be doing next. I believe that empowering young people is absolutely essential, because all of us, we grow through mentors. Yeah. And when you don't have, credible mentors,
Absolutely.
it's your chances of success become limited.
Yes, absolutely. And that's why, to your point, that's why we're having these people, and we're intentional about the people that we conversate with on the platform. Because not only that we're having a conversation with you, but we foresee you as a partner in this movement, where if we need to tap into you later on to say, can you partner with us in terms of the mentorship framework? Then we know that we took into credible people that are purpose-led, that have shown incredible leadership in the spaces that they are in. And that's the value that we can give to these high school students.
That's wonderful. And in terms of partnership, do you source out partnership, or are you happy with people approaching you to say, this is what I have to offer, and I would love to partner with you on this particular
so both ways, my sister. So both ways, because sometimes you don't have to source. Sometimes opportunities, they come to you, they find you. Yeah. So I believe that God has given us the spirit of discernment to be able to know who are the people that you need to collaborate with and partner with and work with and walk the journey with, because that is very important to the direction that we're taking. So so we open to opportunities and partnerships, but we also actively look out for people that are aligned to what we're driving. To our values, because alignment is very important. I've learned that alignment is very important. You don't want to go into any business with anyone or be seen with anyone, even taking photo with anyone these days, because you could be taking photos with doom, then next thing we see you at,
Absolutely. No, I get that 100%. Alignment, sharing the same values.
Yes.
Very important, because you can't just hope things will work out. So when you choose right from the beginning, you should be very, you should be able to discern. When you decide who's going to partner with you. I agree with that, because you can't change.
No, you can't.
You can't change people. Okay, so what else would you like the people to know who are watching here? What is the one, key thing, that they should look forward to in the next season?
So one key thing is direction, leadership. You said one, I said two.
Okay, we'll take two, it's fine.
Yes, so direction, leadership. We having conversations with people that have walked a mile, 2 or 3, that has experience, that speaks life to situations, and that we can learn from, and possibly those could be our possible mentors. So look out for leadership, look out for direction, look out for purpose, because that's what we're driving in the next season going forward. It's important as well to take note, as I've mentioned, that the part of the focus is acceleration. Acceleration, it means growth. How can we get into, other areas and, achieve new heights? So stay tuned. Comment on the platforms, give us feedback in terms of how we can make a difference in your life. Subscribe to the channel and partner with us. And
Yes,
yeah.
guys, please do subscribe, like, share, comment. We need engagement,
Yeah.
because that's what drives the channel to grow as well. And the more we grow, the more people we reach. And I think some of the conversations that happen here are conversations that a lot of people can benefit from, you know,
Absolutely.
in terms of growth, just even exposure to information, you know. Yeah,
Absolutely.
because we sit here with professionals, you know, high flyers, you know, barrier breakers
Of
from
course.
all across,
Game changers.
Yes, game changers, you know. And you know, someone might be sitting there wondering what they can do next, and then, you know, voila, they watch your channel, and then ding ding, light bulbs go up, you know.
So one of the other important things that we do is the establishment of the Heroes Table Talk. This is where now we're sitting on a table talking to professionals about a certain topic, and that engagement is very important because that's also something very different. So look out still on this channel also for the Heroes Table Talk. So these people are heroes. They have found themselves. They're making a difference. They just want you to come up and get to the space that you want to get into. And later in the year, we're also looking forward to a panel discussion, a big panel discussion where we're going to get experts. And you will be invited as audience, as viewers, to come join the panel discussions and watch live recording as it happens.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's what we're
very
planning
interesting, guys. There's something for you.
Yes.
In the pipeline.
In the pipeline, yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that, you know, the journey, I mean, from when you started in season 1, you know, and now we are here and we are on to season 3. That's amazing. And it can only be God.
It can only be God.
And it also speaks to how, you know, once you make a decision and you give it to God, you know, everything falls into place. You know, a lot of times people are so scared to take that leap of faith. But once you do, you know, you realize just how powerful God is in terms of providing, you know, because you just don't know how you're going to get it done. But somehow it gets done.
It gets done.
You know, and this is encouragement to other people out there, especially women. I'm for women, so I say especially women, but everyone out there, that sometimes, you know, life puts you in situations, especially if purpose is what you are after. It puts you in situations where you have to jump even when you don't feel ready. But once you have that conviction in your mind that this is what I need to do, this is what God is calling me to do, to touch other people's lives, to make an impact. You know, you jump into it and God provides.
So to your point, we plan, but God decides.
Absolutely.
So I would tell you that, and I think maybe I've mentioned this thing, but this vision, the strategy and the plan, it's not man-made. It did not come from me. So in my season of wilderness, where it was dry and stuff, God spoke. I always say God spoke because he speaks to us in ways sometimes we don't understand. But when you had no plan and God comes through and gives you a plan, a vision, and a strategy, and because these things are given by Him, He will see them to pass. You know, they will happen because you are also anchored, right? And if it's meant to happen, and if it's from God, it will happen.
Sure.
So we can only plan up to a certain point, but ultimately He decides. And that's how I run my life.
So this project, I would call it a project.
Yes, it is a project.
This project has brought you closer to God?
Absolutely. If you ever do anything in life and you don't know whether you would go to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back, or the center, you must just know that if you got the vision and the plan from Him, He will see you through. So in my personal life, I would say definitely I can never describe me, who I am, without God in my life. You're right. I wouldn't know what to say. Who is Joyce without God in my life? I wouldn't know. Everything that I do, everything that I touch, I always want to acknowledge Him.
That's powerful.
Thank you.
Well, I, for one, I'm glad that God whispered to you to start this project, because, you know, it has given women like myself a platform to come and say one or two things, you know, and it has given a lot of women already a platform to grow. Because, you know, a lot of people want to say something, to impart information onto other people, but they don't have a platform to do it. And this here has provided absolutely a place for women to do that. And also, I just want you, as we are wrapping up, I just want you to at least, you know, take a few seconds to tell people there, what is it that well, you've already said what, you know, we should expect in the next season, but if there's anything that you want to highlight specifically in the next coming season, please go ahead and do so.
Oh, so you're putting me on the spot. So I just want to say, especially to the women, because women are the caretakers of our homes. They're the caretakers in business. They're the caretakers of our children. So stay tuned. These conversations are meant to edify, to grow you, and to help you navigate both career and life. So season 3, we're very intentional about the conversations that we would like to have, the conversations of growth, the conversation about purpose we've already indicated, which is a key. We need to understand the core of our existence. Why are we existing? And we need to find it. So so I encourage you to stay on the platform, and let's engage, let's interact.
Engage, please.
Engage. Yes.
Yeah, it gives us courage to continue, you know. Yeah, we need that engagement. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I hope I didn't do too bad, guys. It's very hard sitting in the seat. I'm telling you now, it's very hard here. But anyway, thank you so much
I'm so
for
happy
sharing.
You did it. You did well.
Thank you. And as she always says, thank you for watching. Till the next one.
We out.